In this video, you're going to learn how a logged-in user processes a timesheet in GreatSoft Practice Management. The topics that are covered include the capturing of non-chargeable time in hours, the capturing of chargeable time in hours, the capturing of time in units, the capturing of time on behalf of other employees. Let's get started. Access timesheets through the navigation menu, or click on the Timesheets dashboard shortcut to open the Timesheets and Disbursements dashboard. The system default sets the view to show both timesheets and disbursements. You can switch the view to only show timesheets or only disbursements. The open timesheets and disbursements that are listed by default are not yet submitted for approval or were rejected. Filter the status to view only approved, rejected or submitted time and expenses, or view items posted into the system under the status updated to e-cost. Each listed timesheet in the grid has an icon to edit, submit or delete open and rejected items. You can generate the timesheet report for the selected timesheet by clicking on the print icon. To create a new timesheet, click on the New Timesheet shortcut and select the period that the timesheet covers. You can select the option Copy from Previous to copy a previous period's timesheet entries into the current period. Click Continue. The new created timesheet is non-chargeable by default for capturing non-recoverable time that cannot be allocated to a client nor task. The default can be changed on your user profile, accessed from the main Practice Management toolbar. To record non-chargeable time entries, use the default non-chargeable option or highlight a previously selected client name, type the word non, and choose the non-chargeable item from the displayed lookup. Navigate to the next mandatory field by either pressing the Tab key and/or click on the field and select the desired overhead from the displayed list. Tab to and/or click on the optional Search Narrations field. Start typing to search the list of predefined narrations and select the applicable description from the displayed lookup if set up. Alternatively, directly tab to the narration text box and type a description for the time spent up to 4,000 characters. Tab to or click on the appropriate day and capture the number of hours or fraction of an hour. You can also capture multiple entries per selected activity by tabbing to and entering the hours for several days before saving. While the focus is on any of the hours fields, you can either save the entry by pressing the Enter key on the keyboard or by clicking on the Save button to the right. Use the Save button when the cursor is focused on any field other than hours. To view the details of an existing entry, hover across the Saved Hours field to display the information tooltip. To update and/or correct an existing entry, click on the Hours field to open the entry for editing. Save the changes made. The exact same principles apply for capturing chargeable time entries, except for the way in which the billable entry must be set up for recovery from the relevant client and task. To record chargeable time, highlight the currently selected non-chargeable option or client name in the Entity Search filter. Type part of the client name or code and choose the applicable from the lookup. Navigate to and complete the next 3 mandatory fields from top to bottom by either pressing the Tab key and/or click on each field and select the desired task, then activity, and lastly the rate from the displayed lists. Clients, tasks and activities are specific to each firm and defined in the database. Finally, similar to non-chargeable time entries, either select and/or type the optional narration and continue to enter the billable time worked on the relevant dates. Submit the timesheet for approval when complete, or close it for amending and submission later. Timesheets can be validated to standard hours to ensure that only completed timesheets are submitted. Time can also be captured in units in addition to hours by enabling the Capture of Timesheet Units system option. The default setting of 0 allows only for the capturing of time in hours and fractions of an hour, while any set value above 0 will activate unit capturing. With units enabled, staff have the option to capture time in hours or units, as the values from one field will be updated to the other. The timesheet totals in summary views only display the hour values. However, the total units value can be easily viewed through tooltips by simply hovering the mouse across the total hours on the timesheets and disbursement grid and on the approvals grid. The last topic of this video is the capturing of group timesheets and disbursements by the logged-in user. It is possible for senior staff with the necessary rights and employee relationships to access the timesheets and disbursements of other employees and to create and capture these on their behalf. To view and process other employees' timesheets, disable the default Show Mine Only checkbox. The Group Capture Employees filter is now active and lists those employees for whom you can update and create time and expenses. Use the filter to display all or a selected employee's open timesheets and disbursements on the grid for viewing and/or editing and processing. With the Show Mine Only checkbox disabled, create a new timesheet by clicking on the New Timesheet shortcut. Select the period that the timesheet covers, select the employee and click on Continue. Capture and submit the time record using the same principles that you've learned. We trust that you've enjoyed learning the skills necessary to process timesheets comfortably in GreatSoft Practice Management. Thank you for watching.